The last year, 2020, has been absolutely terrible for most of us because of lockdowns, because of travel restrictions, because we couldn't do anything, because we were locked in our rooms, just as I was when I was living back there in England. And then for those months, I have been doing many researches. I have been looking for opportunities. Where can we actually go, and if we can go anywhere? Well, just before Christmas, I have decided to go back to my home country, to Poland. And now I would like to take you for a walk.
So, we have just arrived. Come on, we are leaving. Nice switch.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my voice, that's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you. I'll miss you if you go. Yes, I'm gonna let you know just how much.
So I want to share the story with you, how I reached Poland during the time of pandemic. And as you probably are aware, in January, most of the European countries, they banned flights from the UK due to the new coronavirus mutation. She's doing that all the time. Like every 10 seconds we are just stopping. And anyway, so it was basically impossible to get to Poland by air.
So now we are going back to our map. And now we are going back to the United Kingdom, because last few weeks I spent mostly on looking for connections from London with continental Europe, and it was super difficult to find any connection, especially any connection with Poland, because there are no any flights to get there. So I was looking for option of flying to Berlin, for example, but it was impossible. So finally I found a connection. I found connection from Luton Airport right here to Lithuania, to Vilnius, to its capital.
Okay, welcome everyone and welcome in Vilnius. And to be honest, I have no idea where am I at this moment. I've taken the bus from the airport, and from this place where I'm at this moment, but like 20 minutes walk to my hostel. But just look how beautiful it's here. And I'll tell you one more thing. The weather at this moment is minus 20 degrees. It literally is minus 20 degrees. But I can feel that because of the sun, because there's no wind, because of the snow. It just looks magical. Welcome to magical Vilnius then. As per weather, I'm finally starting to feel that it's super cold. That it's, like I said, around minus 20 degrees. That's what Google is saying. That is minus 20 degrees at this moment. But seriously, it's not that bad. Because I used to live in Canada, for example, and when there was like minus 5 outside, I was already dying. Whereas here, it's alright. It's not that bad. Now, the only problem is that it's too cold to take off those gloves, and I have to check where should I go. I need to check that.
Unfortunately, I couldn't stay in Vilnius too long. I needed to take a bus down here to Warsaw, to capital of Poland. Well, that wasn't my final destination. I needed to get from Warsaw down south to Krakow. But as long as you're in Poland, that was actually pretty easy. So this is Krakow, and this is my hometown. This is the place from where I'm recording this video for you.
Nowadays, as we all know, traveling is super limited. It's not impossible, but it's just super limited, and it's really difficult to go anywhere. First of all, because obviously all pandemic situation, because of lockdowns, because it's not entirely safe to do so, especially traveling between different cities, between different countries. Nevertheless, there are still some opportunities, and I would even say that there are greater opportunities that we used to have. And I'm talking actually here about the fact that it's impossible to travel anywhere for the short period of time. And there are no any tourists as well. So it means that if we pass all those restrictions on entry to different countries, we can just simply stay longer in different countries. We can do a voluntary work, we can do internships abroad, we can just stay in a completely different place for a little bit longer than normally we would. Now, there are many ways how you can look for voluntary work, for example, or for internship abroad. One of those options is AIESEC. Everyone knows AIESEC. I love AIESEC. I've been working with AIESEC in Canada. It was great experience. I did my exchange with them in Colombia, and that exchange actually showed me that there is much more interesting and much more enjoyable way of traveling. Is that way when you can interact with local people, is that way when you can discover the culture, but not as a tourist who's coming I don't know, to Barcelona like for 2 days for partying and going back. I'm talking actually about living in a place which speaks completely different language, where the culture is completely different, where people are different, when you have to, find your way in there and discover that place, explore that place on your own. But the problem is that AIESEC is huge. With AIESEC you can do exchange all around the world, like anywhere, South America, Australia, Asia, North America, everywhere, Africa. Oh, we've got a lot of opportunities in Africa. But as I live in Europe, first of all, it's really expensive to travel somewhere, different continent. We have many opportunities in Europe, within the European Union. And one of those opportunities, it's called European Solidarity Corps. I don't know where we are, look. No idea. So I have decided to apply for free voluntary opportunities, as I prefer to, to stay in a different place, to do something, to just do something. Like, with this lockdown, is all about doing nothing, just hanging homes, which it's quite depressing for most of the people. So I applied for the opportunity in Bulgaria, and that's why I'm in Poland, because in a few days time I've got a flight from here, from Warsaw to Sofia, when I will start my volunteering in Bulgaria. The place where I'll be staying, it's called, that's the problem, I have no idea how to pronounce it. So on the Google Maps it says Blagoevgrad, but for sure that's not the way how you pronounce it. So when I'll get there, I'll just ask them how to pronounce the name of their city, the name of a city where I'll be staying for 2 months. It's pretty exciting, eh? Alright.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my voice, that's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you. I'll miss you if you go. Yes, I'm gonna let you know just how much I tell your mama, I tell your papa too. I'm gonna let everyone know about my love, so I really hope you love me too. Yeah, I really hope you love me too.
Yeah, I'm just stupid. I'm 26 years old almost. Almost. But I'm just stupid.
I need you every day. You'll get weary of my touch, that's much. I'm gonna tell you that